The press room is turning on John Kirby at the White House press meeting. They're done with all the lies. There's a whole bunch of lies to unpack, but I'm focusing just on one on this one because it is so simple. Well, here's John Kirby. Poor John Kirby in the middle of a panic.
John, in the past couple of weeks, the president has lied about being at Ground Zero the day after the September 11th attacks.
Look at this face. It's the face of, you got us. Am I going to have to do this? Yeah. Biden bold-faced lied about being at ground zero of 9/11 when it happened. He didn't get there for a couple of days. He was on the Senate floor. Everyone knows publicly now where he is, but he's lied so many times that he can't keep track of the truth anymore. And now this guy, poor John Kirby's got to come out and cover for the world's biggest liar, Joe Biden.
Falsely claimed he saw the Pittsburgh Bridge collapse. Claimed his grandfather died in the hospital days before his birth. What is going on with the president? Is he just believing things that didn't happen did happen, or is he just randomly making stuff up?
The president was deeply touched and honored to be able to spend 9/11 with military members there in Alaska and some families.
Snow, basic smooth over. He goes, why did Biden, he lied about being at a bridge. He lied about this, lied about that. And then Kirby comes and tells you what the president was really feeling. He goes, the president, he really feels he wants to be with the families at 9/11. He really mourns. We've been clear on this. Remember Karine Jean-Pierre? We've been clear on this. They always say, no, it is not clear. And you're just snowballing and lying. He's just putting words in Biden's mouth. Biden is a calloused man. He's always been callous, known as being just a massive blowhard. He just selfishly inserts himself into everyone else's empathy. So that if there's 9/11 victims, he'll just talk about it, that he lost his son and make up all of the details about it.
And was honored by their presence and the chance to make an important set of remarks about why we need to continue to remember that day.
Biden is a liar. He can't tell the difference between truth. And this isn't a new, don't blame his his mental state on his age. It's always been this way, going all the way back. He was nailed for plagiarism on one of his speeches. He has always lied, stolen other people's materials, been disingenuous, and now the veneer, he doesn't have the energy to keep up the veneer anymore, I guess.
And he did that. And he spoke about a visit to Ground Zero, which he did participate in, about a week or so after the event.
About a week or so after he said he went. So that's the lie. And Blatant again. Watch this guy just flop sweat.
And what that looked and what that smelled and what like that felt like. And it had a visceral impact on him, as it did so many other Americans on that terrible day. And he's focused on making sure that an attack like that never happens again.
I feel really confident in his amazing focus. How do you feel about how, you guys tell me in the chat below, how many seconds of focus do you think Biden can pull off on any one subject, like defending the U.S. and keeping us safe? How long can he sit down and concentrate? I think there was an American study that like people have like the shortest attention spans ever. Something like 5 minutes is the average. How long do you think Biden can stay focused?
Which is why we've improved our over-the-horizon counterterrorism capability and why we continue to hold terrorist networks accountable. And it's why he spent so much time last week shoring up our national security interests in a vital part of the world on issues that aren't necessarily tied to terrorism, but very much tied to our ability to secure peace and prosperity there and around the world.
India, can you imagine him behind the scenes, like just really aggressively negotiating things with India? Can you imagine being alone with that guy in a room and him going, okay, guys, let's get down to brass tacks. This is how many tanks we're going to do. Our fiscal inventory of the year is 70,000 units of, we're going to get our metal from Germany and we're going to go over. Can you imagine him conducting a conversation with more than 3 syllables to people in private? What that would sound like? He would be a gibbering, slobbering, incoherent mess. This is not a statesman. He needs to go and have his glory time out in the fields. Go out in the fields and eat grass like Nebuchadnezzar.
Had a string of saying things that happened, things that are easily debunked. Why does he keep doing that?
The president was grateful to spend that time with those family members and those troops.
Okay, John Kirby, whatever you say. The press, but the biggest thing, the news here is these are journalists. These are Democrats going, this is easily debunked stuff. Okay. And the president's caught in a lie, and John Kirby has to sit there and go, nothing to see here. I don't know. I don't know. We own academia. We own Hollywood. We own big tech. We have a few majorities here and there, and we're going to control elections, and we're bad. And what are you going to do about it is what he really means. What are we going to do about it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Once again, this is Doug in Exile.